think we need to think in terms of what, at the time, statesmen, scholars, military thinkers of all ideological shades thought mobilization meant. And what they really thought it meant at core was the mobilization of the power of the state to affect the economy, markets, to put people in jobs and positions in uniform with ever greater force.
Hitler began planning for rearmament as early as 1933, but kept his activities secret from the international community until 1935. Thereafter, as he openly defied the conditions of the Treaty of Versailles, Hitler's path to total war became increasingly clear to the international community.
By about 1936, you're seeing the globe beginning to arm. What's interesting is that there was an assumption that those states that had dictatorships, that had state-controlled economies, had a lead in rearmament.
The Reich's law for the construction of the armed forces reintroduced conscription, included plans for the expansion of the Navy and Army, with the Army to reach 580,000 men by 1939. Versailles had kept the Army at 100,000. The new Air Force would combine with the Navy and Army to create the Wehrmacht. Hitler's four-year plan, launched in 1936, laid out his aims for rearmament. In 4 years, Hitler demanded the German army must be ready for combat, and the German economy must be capable of war. The heart of the plan was self-sufficiency, or autarky.
The German armed forces often talked about having some sort of economic dictator, someone who would come in and subordinate the aircraft manufacturers, the armored fighting vehicle manufacturers, petroleum industry, and so on, to create an independent, self-sufficient economy. Externally, it looked like Nazi Germany was mobilizing to some sort of grand Machiavellian plan, and it was all going to be perfect. And outsiders tended to assume this. So French and British military intelligence assumed that the Germans were doing everything efficiently and beautifully. The truth is, it was disorder and chaos on the inside.
One example of such inefficiency was the lack of standardization across German industry. At one point, German factories were producing 425 different kinds of airplanes, 151 types of trucks, 150 different motorcycles. When Germany went to war, this diversity, which made staggering demands on the spare parts inventory, was to prove disastrous.
When we think about Goering running the four-year plan, I mean, he may have been once a great aviator, but did he understand the fundamentals of running the German economy? I don't think so.